What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Big D here. It's time to review The Flash Season 1 Finale, Episode 23, titled Fast Enough. This is a spoiler review. If you have not seen the episode, go to the cw.com/theflash, watch the full episode there. Real quick, I reviewed Supernatural on CW. Arrow already finished. I reviewed all Season 3. It's on my channel. Arrow Season 3 is done. Supernatural ended. I have 4 episodes to review left, like episode 18, I think 19, 20, 21, something like that. I have like a couple more left to do. I will review them. I will finish Season 10. Give me some time, hopefully this weekend, guys. But overall, this is The Flash. Here we go. Should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons and final score at the end, give you my thoughts, and tell you a little bit news about Season 2, where I'm headed for the future. So let's get right to it. I'm just gonna totally go through it and just tell you my honest opinions, like TBH, all the way through. So Wells tells Barry why he killed Nora. You know, they've had this talk before, but they say it again, basically like, I was there to kill you, Barry, but then I killed your mom, blah blah blah. I was gonna kill you because we've been fighting for centuries, blah blah blah. And basically, he tells him about his future self and how the future is, and he doesn't say why they started fighting. It's just kind of left there in the open. I guess I'll answer that later on. He says he's 136 years from the future. Like, he said 136 years he's 136 years away from his time. That's not centuries away. I thought centuries is 100 years. That's only 1 century. It's not, to me, you've been dead for centuries. That's not, centuries is like long. That's 1 century, right? 100 years? I don't know, but that's not a centuries, it's a century. Just want to point that out there, man. Just pointing it out there. Just pointing it out. Anyway, the time travel, he wants to time travel back, saying that, alright, you time travel, save your mom, and I get to time travel back to my time. So it will alter the timeline if he saves his mom, and basically everything will get erased in what he did. Like, basically all of Season 1 will be getting erased. So there's a dad scene, man. John Wesley Shipp and Grant Gustin. Every scene in this season has made me either want to cry or it makes me cry. I'm just being honest there. Such fantastic acting and just chemistry. You actually feel like, okay, this is his dad, this is his son. It feels real. And it's not just acting, it's real, that feeling. So that's awesome. And just the dad scene, and he says, don't save your mom, don't do it. What I wanted him to say is just let her rest. Let it go. Just let her rest. No more. She's in a better place, you know. But no one ever says that, because sci-fi show, whatever. So there's an Iris scene. I don't really particularly remember. I saw it Tuesday. I could have reviewed it 2 days ago. I was just lazy. So honestly, I don't remember the Iris scene. There is an Iris scene. Oh yeah, but she's talking to Barry and everything, and she's like, do it for you. Don't do it for others. So I'm like, really? Really? That's really selfish. Yeah, just erase the timeline of the world. Whatever, for you, because your mom's been dead for 13, 15 years, and you've gone through that so long. Do you really need to go back and change stuff when it's been that long? Is it necessary? That's selfish. Anyway, you have to run faster or you die, and Cisco was affected by the particle accelerator because Cisco is a metahuman, basically, which he has vibes. You know, he's vibe, basically, from the comics. So kind of putting it out there. I just love how he talks to Wells. How do you fit that costume in the ring? And I was like, I want to know that too. That's amazing. So it could go wrong. A global catastrophe could go wrong if Barry messes up running, could create a wormhole. So Caitlin and Ronnie get married. This should have happened around episode 14, 15 time, but they end up getting married out of nowhere. Just Robbie Amell's back. After missing out. Well, he only showed up 2 episodes ago, or an episode ago. Was it last week? I think it was. That's it. Robbie Amell just shows up. He doesn't even go full Firestorm or nothing. It's just he's there to be there. He doesn't really need to be there, but he's just there for Caitlin. Really not necessary for this episode, really. But they get married, and man, another crying moment where Barry says his goodbyes, and he says, you know, bye, Dad, to not John Wesley Shipp, but to Joe and Iris, and he does a nod to Eddie, and Eddie's like...
So, anyway, he sees the Speed Force. He runs through the Speed Force. May the Speed Force be with you. And it shows Killer Frost, a little nod to her. It shows the future, shows Legends of Tomorrow, shows Barry in jail. It shows the many multiple Easter egg things and references that are so awesome. And it's kind of cheesy because, you know, the effects aren't that great when he's running through it. And it's just like, oh, and there's a clip from the trailer of Legends of Tomorrow. But still, it's very interesting and very fun, and it's a sci-fi show. So, he basically goes back in time. He's there with his mom, and his future self tells him to stop. He's like, don't interfere. He doesn't say anything, but he's like, no. And so he basically says goodbye to his mom. He doesn't save his mom, and he tells, like, I'm Barry, this is me, and she's like, all sad, and then she dies. And that's when Reverse Flash is getting ready to leave, and he mentions Rip Hunter, which will be in Legends of Tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be a main cast of Legends of Tomorrow, or is it just going to be a part of it. I'm not sure. But Jay Garrick's hat, which basically is kind of like a tin, like kind of World War I, kind of reminds me of like their hat, and then it has like the Flash symbol on the side. That's a really awesome helmet. And it comes through, and he's like, that's my cue to leave. That was really awesome. So, right before Reverse Flash is about to go back to his time, Flash comes zooming in, and he hits Reverse Flash. They end up having a fight. Eddie sacrifices himself, and there goes Caitlin. Eddie sacrifices himself, basically Reverse Flash is never born. Eobard's like, what will you do without me, Barry? And there he goes. Eddie's gone. The wormhole's opening up, like, on top of the city, so a lot of people are dying. Very big catastrophic event is going on, excuse me for my eye. And here comes Caitlin, a scientist slash nurse slash, I don't know what to call her. What is Singularity? You work at Star Labs and you don't even know what Singularity, I don't even know what Singularity is, but you're a scientist, you should know what Singularity is. What are you doing? Anyway, black hole is opening up, and it's a cliffhanger because Flash is running up a building, and he goes into the black hole, and then Flash. So that is the episode itself, man. Let me get to my pros and cons, see where this goes from here. First off, the action in this episode is pretty damn awesome. The Reverse Flash and Flash fighting is the highlight of the episode, of course. There is a lack of action for a season finale. When you think about it, the Arrow Season 3 finale had some more action than the Flash, but of course, that's what's expected for a Season 3 show. It's all about the writing, all about the characters, and about the plot for the Flash. So, but still the action could have been a little bit better. I kind of wish the Reverse Flash and Flash fight was a little bit longer, maybe, 4 or 5 minutes longer, and actually have a full 10-minute fight. That would be awesome, and keep it, like, interesting and fun. Harrison Wells, Tom Cavanaugh's Reverse Flash was fantastic this episode. I mean, from talking to Cisco to being interested and wanting to know about his vibes and knowing from another timeline. The only thing I have a pet peeve is when the Flash came back and hit the time machine that Reverse Flash was in. He hits it, and Reverse Flash is like, and it's like there, like it's kind of like, okay, Tom Cavanaugh, all right, Tom, you have to react, act like the Flash hits your thing, and the glass bursts, and he's kind of like, and it was kind of like that for a second. I wish he could have gone like, whoa, but it was more like, and you kind of could tell like he just like stood still, and it's like, wow. It kind of brought me out of the moment. But, still, other than that, Reverse Flash looks sexy. Another con, real quick, before I get to all my cons, I didn't write it down, but why didn't you just kill Barry? You had so many chances to kill Barry, and you're just like, let's get this clear. I'm gonna kill you, and kill then your fans, or friends, and family, and everyone you love. It's like, why don't get it over with? Talk to him while you're hitting his heart, and why do you have to take time? Just kill him. What are you doing? Jesus, it's really annoying. You've done that the whole season, man. Anyway, the effects are pretty awesome. I mean, there are some effects there where it's like not working for me, but since they put a lot of money into it at the end, I mean, you have a big wormhole, dude. That's freaking awesome. The multiverse, Paradox, Flashpoint, everything's going on, and it's just gonna go crazy. That's awesome. It's emotional. There's about 3 or 4 scenes that made me cry, and of course, that's a great job done. And of course, when Eddie sacrificed himself, that big shock, dude, that's crazy. I mean, I did not expect that whatsoever for Rick Cosnett to do that. I hope he returns in the future somehow, because they wouldn't have shown him go in that wormhole if they weren't going to bring him back sooner or later one day. The dialogue and the writing for the characters is just so good. It's so awesome, and may the Speed Force be with you. Come on. The opening, again, Wells talking to Barry, those are the great scenes. It doesn't get any better than that. The Speed Force and seeing the Easter eggs and the references and everything coming at us for Season 2 and future seasons, and just hints at things that will be later on down the road. Those are the best things in life, man. The mom scene could have been just a little bit more better when he was talking to her. You know, you kind of want, okay, say this. Oh, don't, you never said one thing. I'm the Flash. I'm Barry. I mean, you only have a short amount of time. Tell what you need to tell her. I know it's emotional, but don't be like, I'm the Flash. Just, hey, it's me, Barry. You know, then it gets emotionally sad, so. The dad and also Joe, just those scenes, again, it's all about the characters and the build-up. That's what defines the Flash, is not the Flash himself, it's the characters that surround the Flash. That's what's important. So definitely just amazing acting, amazing effects, and it's just overall a good finale for a Season 1. Now the cons. There are some slow scenes. There are some boring scenes, like the Iris and Barry scenes. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Iris. I do like her relationship. I do like Iris. I'm not a hater on her, but there are some times where I'm just like, you're kind of taking the spotlight. Don't be a Laurel. Don't be a Laurel. Don't be a Laurel. Please don't. But she's not always a Laurel, but sometimes she is. So sometimes I want to see Eddie or a different character, but yet you show Iris. So it's kind of one of those. There's so many things going on in this episode, though. I feel like there's so much things that are being pushed towards us, and I just want to take it slow sometimes. There's not much Eddie in this episode. For a final episode with Eddie, he's only in it for like 3 scenes, and that's it. I mean, yeah, we want more Eddie. Also, the Firestorm and Caitlin wedding. Not the wedding. The wedding was okay, but what's the point of Robbie Amell besides the wedding? He could have got married the first 10 minutes of the episode and left. What's the point of Robbie Amell just being there and being another pretty face on screen? He's an okay actor. He's not a great actor. He's not a good actor. Even Stephen Amell's better, to be honest. But what's there to do? He didn't turn into Firestorm. He didn't help the Flash, for God's sakes. He's just there. Why are you here if you're not going to do much except, yeah, Caitlin, of course I love you. It's like, we know this already. What are you doing? So, I'm not hating on Robbie Amell. I like him as Firestorm. But there's no point for you being there. So why are you there? You're just another, they're just paying you. The CW's just there for you to pay. That's basically it. The ending, like the last shot, I'm not a fan of the last shot, that cliffhanger. Now, I do like the cliffhanger, but sometimes I just don't like that, because in Season 2 they're going to spoil what goes on. I don't know. I feel like it could have been ended better. Just that, again, CGI shot of him like, I feel like they've always done that. I'm being a little bit bitchy. I'm sorry for that one. I don't mean to nitpick, but still, I'm not a huge fan of that last shot of the Flash. So, overall, it's a good finale. It's not great. I'm going to overall give this episode and finale a B+, an 8.75 out of a 10. It is way better than the Arrow Season 3 finale. Now, in acting-wise, better than Arrow. And it's so sad. Arrow is on its 3rd year. Just finished its 3rd year. And The Flash is on its 1st year. The Flash is better in acting, better in writing, better in action. I'm comparing Season 3, not overall the series of Arrow, just Season 3. It was just better overall. That's sad when a spin-off is better than the original show it was its starter of. That's not good. I'm a huge Arrow fan. Green Arrow is way better than the Flash to me. I'm talking about as a comic book character wise. The Green Arrow's the badass. Yeah, I love Green Arrow. That's my opinion. Green Arrow's the best DC hero ever to me. That's just my opinion. But disappointed by season 3. Flash season 1, way better. Way better. Arrow season 1, good. Arrow season 2, great. Arrow season 3, okay. Arrow season 1, or Flash season 1, good. It's a good finale, it's a good show, and definitely, again, this episode brought the feels, brought some humor, brought the action. There is a lack of action there. The last 15 minutes is the best. Overall, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope all of you enjoyed. I will be reviewing season 2 in the fall, and I'll be reviewing Supernatural season 11 and Arrow season 4. So I will be back with all the CW guys. Do not worry. I will be doing a reaction to the Flash season 2 trailer when it releases sometime by Comic-Con this year. And any news on casting or rumors or spoilers for season 2, subscribe right here. I will be reporting on them during the summer and in film, set photos, anything like that, all for you guys. Comment down below, let me know what did you think about the Flash season 1 finale, and let me know what were your pros and your cons and your score. Until next time, thank you all so much for watching all my If you've been following me all the past weeks for the Flash, I thank you. You're amazing, you're awesome. Make sure to share this video, and I hope to see you for season 2 and more shows ahead. Summer, The Last Ship, Halt and Catch Fire, Falling Skies, Legends, The Strain, much, much more. Fear the Walking Dead, everything this summer, guys. Until next time, may the Spock be with you always.